to start our masterclass for today. 4 factors that can limit and stop us from fulfilling our purpose, achieving our goals, succeed in life, and be transformed are ignorance, lack of understanding, lack of vision, unknown of our identity, of who we are, our purpose, and our why. And that is the moment of the truth. Everything in life requires hard work, dedication, commitment, sacrifice, investment, honesty, integrity, and gratitude. And that is the main reason why we encourage our youth, the leaders of today and tomorrow, to become life learners, including we that we are adults, because learning is living and is lifelong. The more you learn, the more you free yourself from ignorance, from lack of understanding, lack of vision, and unknown of our identity. However, curiosity will keep you thirsty for more, and no matter your level of education, you should never stop learning. And Y.Y.C.I Mama said, and I quote, "A thirst for knowledge is something that can never be quenched and should be a lifelong quest." So discover what you are capable of and keep yourself in a growth mindset and keep learning. All our dreams can come through if we have the courage to pursue them, said by Walt Disney. Mindset is everything. And without renewed mindset, there will be no transformation. But wisdom is the principal thing. And in all our getting, we get understanding, better understanding of life, which lead you to better and quality performance. And to fulfill your purpose in life, we always start by personal development, self-actualization, self-assessment, and self-love. Also, examine your situation and challenges with critical thinking, and also find solution with your creative thinking. Steve Maribor said that when your mindset changes, everything changes along with it. The mind is the limit. The mind is the limit. As long as the mind can envision the fact that you can do something, you can do it. And as long as you really, really believe 100%, said by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Limitations lives only in our minds. But if we use our imaginations positively, our possibilities become limitless, said by James Paoletti. If you change the way you look at things around you, the things you look at will change, said by Wayne Dyer. Okay, so let me challenge you to rise up. Take up the giant leaps. Why? Because this is your time to achieve, to become, to give birth, to receive, to perform, and to celebrate your achievement. Celebrate who you are and celebrate what you are doing. So yes, you can. Now, permit me to welcome our first speakers of the day, Ambassador Joshua Adara from Nigeria. Ambassador Adara is exceptional lead and personal development strategist and trainer, purpose-driven coach and consultant, international content writer, international speaker, brand designer, leadership coach, creative content writer, certified public speaker, and career counselor. And he will be teaching us this morning on relationship in business and entrepreneurship. Who is this, our ambassador? Ambassador Joseph H. Adara is an exceptional, like I said, I won't repeat myself, but as a satisfied leadership, career counselor, speaker, and coach, he had delivered over 20 keynote presentations and lectures at different platforms, online and offline, that challenged the audience to lead themselves for the betterment of others. That is why he is widely regarded as the go-to source for leadership, public speaking, purpose, discovering, branding, career, and personal development. He is a multiple award winner. Presently, he has written 3 ebooks on intentional living to his credit, and also an international co-author of the book Relationship Matters. I know about that one. He is known as the Purpose Engineer, a phobic BLK member. He has written several articles that have been widely read. Some of his articles have been featured in international magazines. Presently, he is the principal director and lead trainer of Heritage Global Mentorship Institute, HGMI, which focuses on purpose discovery, career, and leadership development, bringing up transactional evolution and phenomenal leaders. He is passionate about people and their productivity, transformation, and healthy choice, and always open to partnership and collaboration for impact. And to connect with him, you can connect with him on WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, and also email. So without wasting your time this precious morning, let's invite Ambassador Joshua H. Adara.
All right. Thank you very much. Alive. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are connecting from to the Mindset for Transforming Business and Entrepreneurship Masterclass. It's a great pleasure to be here. And I'm sure that everyone under the sound of my voice will get something that is ready for transaction. Okay, today's morning section on relationship in business and entrepreneurship. There's one thing I want us to know in this life, that is nothing called progress except taking of a step forward. So that is very important. So you cannot do it without you acting on it. So you need to start. So once you start, then you become. So that is what brings the real you inside of you. So at this point on this theme, that is relationship in business and entrepreneurship. There are 2 words here: business and entrepreneurship. Then what connects it is relationship. So you need relationship in your business and you need relationship in your entrepreneurship. That is, you need to relate in business, you need to also relate in entrepreneurship. So when we are talking about relationship, it's what we call collaborations. So your collaboration must be something over competition. So you must not compete. You need to collaborate, you need to relate so that you can go far. That's why the Bible makes us to understand that 2 are better than 1. So if you want to go far and go fast, you need to relate. And once you relate, your relationship must be with the right personality, right person, so that you can get to the place you are to be. So there's one thing I want us to know, that relationship in business, the definitions, the purpose, and why it is very needful, essential, what it is germane to your entire whole being. So you need to know that business relationship are the connections that that exists between all your entities and that engage in commerces. That is very important. So that includes the relationship between, most especially, you look at the various stakeholders in any business, the network. That's why it says that your network is your net worth. So, such as those business between employers and employees. So the employers and business partners, and we see that all the companies as a business associates with them. And we see that this is what brings what is needed for them in a business. So how do you describe a business relationship? How do you describe a business relationship? I'm sure I'm communicating. Three key relationship in business. That three key relationship in business, which are number one, the relationship, functional relationship, which involves customers interaction. And the number two is strategic relationship. So in your relationship, you need to be strategic. If you are not strategic in whatsoever you are doing, you find yourself left out. So which strengthening and extend the business scopes through exchanging ideas and other supports. Exchanging idea and other supports, most especially such as the financial aid. And the third key relationship is the personal relationship. Remember, number one, I said functional relationship. When I'm talking about leadership in everything you are doing, leadership is functional, not positional. So if you are not functioning and you are in the area of just positioning, commanding, you will not get things done. So that's why I need to function right. So that is the functional relationship that is very essential in business. The second part, that's why I call it strategic. Be strategic. You need to have strategies for your relationship. Know what you want and then go for it. That is strategic relationship. And the third one that I want to talk about is a personal relationship, which depend on the ability to interact with the right source. So it's very important so that you need to understand what you are going for and you need to go for it. So a business relationship links between enterprise that make up the functionality of commerce in running any business. So you need to make sure that you relate. Know those that are into that business, then go and align with them and get things done so that you can get to the place you are destined to become. So we see that the relationship is enhanced by stakeholders. When I talk about stakeholders, such as the employees, the employers, business associates, and other business partners involved in the running of commerce. So we see that this can be figured out that a business relationship comprises various partners that collectively participates in creating an external or internal relationship. So we see effective communication is very important when it comes to relationship, because once you are in relationship in business, effective communication is very important because that's where you gain KLT. When I say KLT, that is know, like, and trust. Know, like, and trust. See, loyalty and trust foster a successful business relationship. We see subsequently, it motivates employees' performance, it also satisfies their needs, and also improves their overall job satisfaction. So an established business relationship between all stakeholders. Remember, I talk about stakeholders. Stakeholders are the employers, employees, and business associates, and other business partners involved in running that commerce, running of commerce rather. We see that between all the stakeholders, unity of direction, a positive corporate culture, and variable that help develop a competitive edge. So we see that this is very important. So what's the purpose of a business relationship? What's the purpose of a business relationship? There's one thing I want you to know. that if you don't know the purpose of a thing, don't propose. Look at that. If you don't know the purpose of a thing, don't propose. So now you need to know the purpose of what you are going into. Once you know the purpose, then you propose. Then you go for it. So likewise, if you don't know the reason why you are going for marriage, when you are looking at that time, so don't propose. So once you are ready, then go for it. So likewise in business. So in your relationship, in business, you need to make sure that you know the purpose for it. What's the purpose for you relating with these stakeholders? I get to my point. So at this point, you will know where you are going for. So a purpose of a business relationship. So a business relationship aims to sustain a long-time relationship with stakeholders. Number, I say stakeholders, their customers, your customers, business partners, suppliers, employees, or any other participants involved in the business process. So moreover, an established business relationship places the business in a better position regarding cohesiveness and responsiveness. So we see that this is very important, that the purpose of a business relationship is to sustain a long-term relationship. Your purpose must make sure that it sustains it. So when I'm talking about business relationship, there are different types of business relationship. There are different types of work relationship as a business relationship. I can give you three out of it. We see this include peer to peer. Peer to peer, that's number one. Number two is employee to manager. Employee to manager. And number three is employee to customer relationship. Peer to peer. Number one. Number two is employee to manager. Number three is employee to customer. So these are the different type of business relationship. So when I talk about peer-to-peer relationship, is the work in the workplace. It promotes a positive work environment and job satisfaction. So we see this relationship between a manager and an employee is to characterize by
Okay, I hope we are all enjoying the teaching. Hopefully, the connection will be okay for us today. So we are learning so far. We know the types of business relationship, peer-to-peer, employee to manager, and employee to customer. So I believe that he'll be able to continue despite the connection. Well, let us just wait alongside patiently as we welcome him back. Okay, so he's going to rejoin us while we continue. So I like the statement he made. He said, if you don't know the purpose of a thing, don't propose. That is a very powerful word there that he has stated for us. So I want to believe that he will join us very, very soon. While we are waiting for him to join us, let me also quickly say something so that we don't waste other people's time. We still have Ambassador Bolatito Ladakwayola to join us today. We also have Honorable Dr. Stephen Cameron joining us today as well. And also in the evening, he's also going to join the WhatsApp to continue his to continue his teaching this evening. That is Ambassador Joshua. And we also have Ambassador Unwali Chukwemeka Emmanuel to teach on WhatsApp on how artificial intelligence will affect business, entrepreneurship, organization, and employee. And I think Dr. Stephen as well is going to teach us on how artificial intelligence will affect business, entrepreneur, organization, and employment. And now that he's talking about relationship in business, let me also remind us of this thing, that always be grateful where you are to where you are going. Always be grateful of who you are and what you have within. No condition is permanent and no one is perfect. Enjoy where you are to where you are going. Never give up on your dreams. The trials, the tests, the tribulations, the challenges is for a purpose. No matter how long, it's the preparation for your breakthrough, victory, and success. There is time for everything, and your time will come. It takes patience and prayers, determination and diligence to win the battles of life. It matters what you do at the crossroad and in your waiting. It matters what you do when no one is there watching you, and what you are experiencing and what you do in the secret or closed door at the edge of your breakthrough. It matters either to run from adversity, challenges, or stay and face it and overcome it and trust God. It requires obedience and discipline. It requires staying on positive side and believe in possibility and speaking it to yourself until it all comes to reality. And truly, truly, if you believe it, if you see it and you believe it, it shall surely come to pass, and it is possible. And yes, you can. We are also talking about our speaker is talking about relationship. So let me remind you again that let me also remind you again that your network will determine your net worth. You can hear from the speaker's mouth saying that. And also, I'd like you to also know something as well, that your relationship matters. Who you hang around with will determine the way you do things, the way you perform, and how you are going to succeed in life. Very, very important. When you are choosing your friends, you choose wisely. Yes, you can love everyone, but you need to categorize who will be in your circle. If possible, you can even design your circle. You can design your circle of friends. Some will be more closer to you, and some people might be your distance friend. So very, very important that we understand that. Another thing I also want to encourage you as well, when it comes to relationship, as our leaders, our speaker this morning is telling us, always be your best and enjoy what you are doing. It is your best that will influence others. It is how you change yourself that will influence your others and even your environment. So always make sure you continue transforming your lives and your relationship. Surround yourself with like-minded people, and your association truly matters. So very, very important that we know all these things. So another thing I would also want to understand, I want to encourage you of, is always keep learning. Even if you have your PhD, even if you are old enough, always know that you can keep learning, you can start all over again, you can dream dreams, and you can even do better than what you are doing right now. It's very, very important. As we are still waiting for our as we are still waiting for our speakers to join us again, let me also encourage you that Yes You Can International is a worldwide organization where every one of us are ambassadors and we are also family. Very, very important. So is our speaker here now? Let's see.
Yes.
Okay, can you continue where you stop? Thank you. Okay, continue.
Oh,
It is well. So your connection is affecting the your speech today. So I don't know how
Thank
long.
you very much. This one that's you
Okay.
for communicating.
Okay. All right.
All right. Okay, there's one thing I want us to know in this business and entrepreneurship relationship, that life can happen to you, life will happen to you, and you must happen to life. So you must make sure that in your relationship with people, though you will find the opposition there, but yet you need to make sure that what you are looking for, you get it, and you don't lose up. So we see that if you are not inspired, you will expire. So that is why you must make sure you are actively active and consistently consistent in what you are going for, and so that you can come out strong from it. So smart people are only destiny helpers. So that's why you must make sure that you connect with the right source. And once you know the source you are into, then you won't be left out. So that's why you must work towards what you are going for. So in that aspect, I will look at the second part, that is the relationship in entrepreneurship. Relationship in entrepreneurship. So this is what you need to understand, that entrepreneurship is when an individual who has on that idea to disrupt, most especially, and we see that when we are looking to mesh relationship. So we see that this entrepreneurship is something you need to work towards. Once you have that idea, then your relationship is to get connected with the person that have that resources to get that. So entrepreneurship usually starts as a small business, but the long-term version is much.
We will continue to find this problem. We will continue to find a solution to this problem, and we are not giving up. So while he will still be reconnecting to to continue with his speech, let me also encourage you with this powerful 4 keys insight from talent is not enough, said or written by John C. Maxwell, one of our
Okay.
great leader. Okay, continue.
Okay. Don't be too serious with everything. So that's why you need to make sure that you open loose to the right source for connection. See, entrepreneurship usually starts as a small business. The long-time version is much greater. If you know, you know. So to seek high profit and capture markets, share with an innovative new idea. So we see you usually do market with a new product or services. So entrepreneurship is a skill. That's go for it. So you need to make sure that you get the skill learn. Do you know that there's a difference between talent and skill? So that is why you being talented is something you are being inherited from given to you. But being skillful is something you learn and you get it developed. So we see this area of the entrepreneurship relationship, which your ability must venture involving customers and corporate relationship. So that's why your thinking faculty must be a global knowledge. So to get something done and to get something right. So writing the wrong right. So don't measure your life success by farming or by fame. So it is by your faithfulness to the calling. You see, work towards this aspect. But sometimes it's not prayer that will bring the world down. Sometimes it's not prayer that will bring the world down. You need to ask. So if you don't ask, you can't receive. And if you don't seek, you can't find. If you don't knock, It can't be open unto you. So it's just you asking for what is needed for you for the next level. So your capacity for the next level is built on the right relationship. So at this point in time, before I draw the curtain close, I want you to know that your relationship with the right source matter most especially. So we see that relationship involves the ability, this entrepreneurship relationship management, it involves the ability to take considerable risks for carrying out business ventures involving customers and corporate relationship. So if you are working towards a better position, know that your relationship with the right source is very, very important. So your young is not age. So learn to relate. Learn to relate. So if you don't know how to relate, you can't get the best in this aspect of the business. So in this aspect of the entrepreneurship, know how to relate, get to the right source, and ask for how you can get it done. So entrepreneurship on today's generation is something that is very needed. Why is entrepreneurship relevant today? Entrepreneurship is a driving force behind economic progress, innovation, and societal change. So it fuels the economic development. So it creates jobs opportunity and it helps society adapt to evolving challenges and opportunities. So I want you to have this in mind that as you go out there today, that you need to make sure that right now, right here, your thinking faculty must change. So it's not a matter when you're talking about neighbor. Neighbor is anyone irrespective of a tribe or religion or tradition.
Okay. So
But
it's
someone who is no right source that's by you, so that you to get from. So that is why use yourself to watch and let them know who you are, what you are for, and what is needed for you. As I can go. So something you have become, something you are going to become also lies in relationship. You that now. Something you have become, something you are becoming, and something you are going to become lies in relationship.
wow.
So at this point, I put it to you that you need to relation matters. You need to make sure that you start action. You speak better, even louder than voices. So
Mhm.
enough
Mm.
of words that you can do it. Act now. Act now. Get connected to those that are in that field, in that area of work, in that area of business, in that area of entrepreneurship, and relate so that you can go. Don't compete, collaborate. Once you collaborate, you get things done. Two are more, far better than one. So at this point in time, I've come to let you know that competition is lower. That is collaboration rather is more over competition. So don't come here to compete, collaborate so that I can get things done. That is the relationship in business and entrepreneurship. Nothing else. Nothing else matters. But that is very important. So thank you very much for having your time with me. And I've come here to let you know that growth will stress you. growth will cost you. And if you are not growing, it will also cost you something. That's why you need to
Wow.
grow. Thank you very much. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Please repeat the last statement. It's very important.
Okay,
Growth.
will stress you, and growth will
No,
cost
no.
you.
Can you
And
start? What will stretch us? I didn't get that one.
growth
Okay.
will stress you.
Mm,
Growth will cost you. So
mm.
if you are not growing also, it will cost you. So choose, choose, to choose. So it's either you grow and it's either you not grow. So if you grow, it will cost you something. And if you don't grow, it also costs you something. So don't let people to meet you the same way they left you.
Wow.
Don't let people left you. So you need to make sure that you move to the next level. Thank you very much. And
Amazing. 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 Thank you so much. Wow. Wow. No wonder the internet is disturbing you because you have a lot to deliver to the world and to us. And I want to say thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for not giving up. And also thank you for excellent delivery of your presentation this morning. Really appreciate you. Now, I want to appreciate Professor Mercy and Dr. Stephen for joining us on Zoom. I also want to appreciate Ambassador Rita Ilori. She's been commenting on your presentation, which is very good for our Zoom audience. Thank you so much, Ambassador Rita Ilori, for doing that for us and also sharing. Thank you also for others that have joined us earlier. And we really appreciate you on Facebook. Right. Any other question before I ask my question? Ambassador Professor Dr. Mercy Oben. We are waiting for you, ma'am, to contribute or to ask question. Ambassador Dr. Mercy Oben, we need you to contribute. While we are waiting for Professor Oben, can I also welcome Dr. Stephen to comment on this lecture that we just received from Ambassador Joshua. Dr. Stephen. Dr. Stephen Cameron.
Thank you so much, our very dear Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth. It was such an amazing presentation. I mean, in spite of all the internet issues, our presenter has delivered such an amazing, wealth of knowledge. I really learned a lot. I'm really thankful to whatever our, very honorable sir has delivered. Thank you so much for such an amazing presentation. God bless you a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Dr. Stephen Cameron. Thank you. Okay, Ambassador Professor Mercy Oben, we need to hear your comment. But while we are waiting for your comment, let me read this comment from the Facebook by Ambassador Rita Ilori. Amazing presentation, sir. We are blessed, and we are also blessed to have you around with us this morning. So amazing, amazing presentation. I also have the comment from us here. Amazing presentation, a lot of precious information, knowledge, and God bless you. Thank you so much. Do you have any other things to say? If not, I want to ask one question quickly before you go. You made mention of three things: functional relationship, strategic relationship, and personal relationship in relationship in entrepreneurship. Can you elaborate it a little bit more for us so that we can get a better understanding? Ambassador
Hello,
Joshua?
can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we want to hear. Yes, we are hearing you. Right. It looks like the internet.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, you can answer the question and then we can round up quickly.
Hey, you say, come again. You said, what do you say the other time?
Yes, functional, strategy, and personal relationship in entrepreneur. Can you elaborate it briefly?
Okay. When you're talking about the functional relationship, that is which involves customer interaction. Customer interaction. That's why a constructive feedback are very, very germane when it comes to personal relationship. So that is what we know if that business is growing or glowing. So it involves customer interaction. And when I talk about the strategic relationship, you must, when I talk about strategic relationship, that's why we always told about in any business, and also whatever you are doing, you need to be strategic. So strategic relationship which strengthen and extend the business scope through exchanging ideas and other support, such as the financial aid. So this strategic relationship, that's why you need to know what you are going for, know who you are, and then go for it. So you need to be strategic so that you are not just running a business without life. Your business must breathe life. So excitement builds our business. So that is why when there's no excitement, the business doesn't exist. And that's why you must be strategic in that aspect. That's something that we exchange ideas or support to make sure that you grow. And a personal relationship, it depends on the ability to interact with the right source. So the personal relationship is something that is very important in your relationship in that business. So personal relationship helps a lot to grow, to glow, and to go. So it's very
To
thank
grow,
you.
to glow, and to grow. Wow, you are full knowledge of this. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much for elaborating that my question. Thank you so much for your wealth of knowledge you have shared with us today. And thank you on behalf of Yes You Can International and Yes You Can International Academy. We want to say thank you for your time. Despite the internet challenges, you still delivered very well. And we are looking forward to listen to you, to learn from you this evening on WhatsApp. So thank you, Ambassador Joshua H. Adara. Thank you so much. Good. Right.